Welcome back to the Everyday English channel. I'm Michelle, and this is episode 12 of our series 30 Podcasts for Beginners. Today, we're going to talk about how to describe a person in English naturally, not in a dry textbook way, but in a way that helps people truly see and feel the person you're talking about. Imagine this for a moment. You've just met someone really interesting, and later you want to tell your best friend all about them. But all you can say is, he is tall. She is nice. That sounds a bit boring, doesn't it? So, in today's episode, I'll give you simple but powerful words to help you describe a person from head to toe, including both appearance and personality. Now, before we jump in, let me ask you something. Do you want to describe your world in English more vividly and confidently? If yes, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any upcoming episodes. All right, let's start with what people usually notice first. Part 1. Describing appearance. When learning how to describe a person in English, we often begin with appearance because it helps the listener form a clear image in their mind. The good news is you don't need difficult words to do this well. Tip number 1. Use good looking. Let's start with a very useful and very natural word, good looking. Many learners only use beautiful for women or handsome for men. That's not wrong, but it can feel a bit limited. Good looking is more flexible, more natural, and works for everyone. For example, my new colleague is very good looking and tall. Simple sentence, but it already sounds more fluent. Wow. Now, describing someone as good-looking is a great start, but if you really want your description to come alive, you need to add details. And this brings us to the next tip. Tip number 2. Be specific about hair and eyes. Instead of saying something general like black hair or nice eyes, try adding one small detail. For example, she has shoulder-length dark hair, or he has bright blue eyes. When you hear these sentences, you don't just understand them, you actually see the person, right? That's how simple details make your English more vivid. Because on this channel, we want to speak English with soul, not just with words. Now, here's something very important. Appearance helps people notice someone, but personality is what makes us remember them. So if you really want to describe someone well in English, you can't stop at how they look. You need words that show who they are inside. Tip number 3. Use down to earth. One of my favorite phrases to describe personality is down to earth. This phrase describes someone who is humble, practical, and easy to talk to. For example, even though he is a famous doctor, he is very down to earth. This contrast makes the sentence strong and meaningful. Success is impressive, but kindness is unforgettable. Wow! Now, not everyone is calm and relaxed all the time, but when someone is, we usually feel very comfortable around them. And that leads us to our next useful word. Tip number 4. Use easygoing. If someone doesn't get angry easily and is pleasant to be around, they are easygoing. For example, I love my roommate because she is very easygoing and fun to be around. Honestly, life feels much easier when the people around us are easygoing, right? Now that you know how to describe both appearance and personality, you can combine them to create a clear, natural, and confident description in English. Let's practice that together. Follow my rhythm. Don't just repeat the words, repeat my emotion. Repeat after me and imagine the person as you speak. She is good-looking with shoulder-length hair. My mother is the most down-to-earth person I know. I like my boss because he is very easygoing. She has bright eyes and a kind smile. Is your new friend good-looking or easygoing? Great job. When you use the right words together, your English sounds more natural, more confident, and more alive. Before we finish today's episode, let's do a small but powerful practice. Episode 12, Homework. Think about your best friend. Think of two words, one to describe their appearance and one to describe their personality. For example, my friend is good-looking and easygoing. This is a simple way to practice English writing and speaking at the same time, so don't skip it. If you enjoyed today's lesson, please give it a thumbs up. Tomorrow, in episode 13, we'll talk about food and restaurants, and you'll learn how to order food in English like a local. I'm Michelle from the Everyday English channel. Don't just learn English, live English. Goodbye, and I'll see you in the next episode.